Hi, my name is Marcus. Today I'll be taking a client through a dynamic postural assessment. The purpose of this assessment is that it enables you to confirm or dismiss any observations you made in your static postural assessment. It also gives the client an opportunity to show any abnormal movements that might appear in the exercises you're going to be undertaking. I'll be looking at a number of observations for 2 exercises. Today I'll be taking a client through an overhead squat and a stability push-up. I'll be recording the observations on the dynamic postural assessment form and providing feedback to the client. Okay, Ray, now what we're going to go through is a dynamic posture test. There are 2 tests involved in that, but the first one is the overhead squat. So I'll just show you how, give you an example of what we're going to do. What we'll do is we get our feet shoulder width apart and just holding the bar in the over grip. And we just want to raise the bar up so our elbows are in line with our ears and our eyes. And we just want to do one complete full squat down, keeping that all those techniques of neutral spine. You just want to squat all the way down as far as you can and then all the way up. Trying to make sure that we lock those have those arms locked in. And then all the way up. Straightforward. So yep, shoulder width apart. Yep, shoulder width apart, overhead, bring the bar all the way up. And then I want to just do one squat down. All the way up. So every time I need to do a squat, I'm just going to be looking at different areas. So I'm going to be looking at your feet, your knees, your ankles, your lumbar curvage, your torso, and everything like that. So the first one I'll get you to do in that squat, I'm just going to get you to do the same, but I'll be looking at your feet this time. So I'll get you to do another squat for me. Okay, let's record that. The next one I'll get you to do, I'll be looking mainly at your knees in their position. So I'll get you to do another squat. Yep. Okay, I'll be looking at your torso and also your lumbar curvage, and your theoretic curve is maintained. So I'll get you to do another squat for me. That's good. And lastly, last squat, I'll be looking to see if your upper arm is maintained. So if I get you to do another squat for me. Okay, that's good. Alright, just put the bar down. So if we have look at the results for that, we can see that you weren't able to go down the full range of movement from that. It did, however, your knees did maintain the correct position during the squats. You weren't able to get the femur parallel, but you did maintain your natural lumbar and theoretic curve was maintained. Indicates to me that you have tension in your lower back and your hamstrings, which was also identified earlier on when we did the sit and reach test. During the overhead squat, we looked at your hips, your knees, and your ankles, and the muscles, so you're looking at your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, and also your calves. So I was involved in that test. Alright, we'll move on to the next test, which is the stability push-up test. So I'll just give a demonstration for that. What we want to do is we're down on our knees. You want to have your hands out shoulder width apart, but your hands also fall underneath your shoulders. And what we want to do is we don't want to have a round back, so we don't want to have a curve like that. We want to squeeze our scapula together, and we just want to raise all the way, lower all the way down, and then lower and raise all the way up, making sure we squeeze through that scapula. You want to also brace your abdomen during the movement as well. So yeah, just use a bit of a curve, just bring your hips up a bit. Just making sure we squeeze through that scapula. Actually I'll get you to take your jacket off so I can monitor, because during the exercise I'll be looking at your scapula and your shoulders, whether they're remaining in that neutral position. So get your hips up and just bring your arms a bit further under your shoulders. Yep, brace that abdomen. All right, give me a push up. And go as low as you can. See, if that's as far as you can go, that's okay. Okay, tick. And give me another one. All right, cool. Thanks for that. Did well. So the stability push-up test, we mainly focused on our shoulders and our elbows. So looking at your pec minors, your anterior deltoids, your triceps as well, your extension within your triceps. At this stage, I don't think we need to refer you to any allied professional or any physio at this stage. I did identify though we need to work on your stability through that scapula, which we identified in the postural test with your left shoulder being elevated. We'll continue to work through the program, and that program and exercises will hopefully fix those deviations that you've got, and we'll work to it. During the actual push-up test, your shoulders did remain in that neutral position. However, your neutral spine was not maintained through that movement. Also, your natural pelvis position wasn't maintained through that as well. So there was a couple of things that were picked up during that. Again, though, if during the exercise or the program you receive an injury, or you've got pain in your lower back or your scapula or your shoulders or your elbows, might refer you to a physio or some sort of allied professional help to get that looked at. Have you got any questions in regards to that test?
No.
No? Okay, thanks for that.